Hey guys, it's Tim here, and today I'm super excited to be here with my good friend Cyril. We're gonna talk about this brand new app, which is called Blogi, that he's launching in the coming days, which is an app that allows you to blog on autopilot, to write blog articles on autopilot. It's using different AI models. I just talked with Cyril. He actually said 17 different AI models are possible to write your content. I mean, that's mind-boggling. But I'm super happy that Cyril is back. I did an interview with him a few weeks or maybe a month ago about Tarantula, his latest SEO software. I'm super excited that Cyril is back because he's been out of the launching space for a little while. And that's a good thing because he was focusing on quality products or quality support, and that's what he has. He has a lot of positive reviews. That's why I'm super excited to have him here to interview him about this brand new software. And if you are someone who likes to have something that does auto blogging for you that will save you a lot of time, well, this is the interview that you want to see. So, Cyril, first of all, thank you for being here, man.
Thank you so much, Tim. Great introduction, by the way. You said all the good stuff about me. Yeah, that's true. I'm coming back to launching after quite a while. I was gone for nearly 2 years, but I was coding every day. I think many people who know me from my time in the past, they know that I'm kind of a techie guy. I like to code, and that's what I was doing, just making apps. And I'm excited to bring some of those apps to our market, and Blogi is one of those, the good ones.
Absolutely. And that means apps are proven already, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. They are well tested. They are working for people. The people love these apps, and Blogi it actually got a nice user base of people who are using it right now for the auto blogs. And I've got some feedback from some of those people on the sales page. So yeah, you can actually see
Awesome.
how people feel about it.
Awesome. Yeah. The cool thing about Blogi is that it writes content that Google loves, actually, right? So it's not just putting out content, it is SEO optimized software. Can you tell a little bit more about Blogi and then we dive into a demo as well?
Absolutely. So, Tim, when wanted to make an auto blogger or a blogging software, I did a little bit of study of the market, and I found there was a big problem. All of these products were trying to do this job, but they were using mostly, like not mostly, like everyone was using OpenAI GPT, and everyone was churning out pretty much the same article. Like one, if people in our in our audience know about AI, it's like a brain. It's like a brain
Yeah.
that's doing things for you, and when you use the same brain to write your content over and over, no matter what kind of prompting you do, how imaginative you get in prompting, you're going to get pretty much the similar results because
Mm,
one brain interprets things in one ways. It kind of brings out the same facts over and over.
mm.
And I wanted to, fix that issue. So the first thing I did on Blogi was make it multi AI. So like you said, there are 17 AIs, and
Yeah.
people actually have the option to get all 17, and that gives you the capability to use different brains for
Mm,
different purposes. You can actually pick out what AI works best for you
mm,
and how you want to present facts, and this can make your content stand out more unique. And that's a very important point, because if your AI article is like same as maybe 10,000 other people
yeah.
who are using OpenAI right now, that's a problem, because Google is not going to rank all of you guys. It's just going to see the same content over and over.
Mm.
So this can help in that. Secondly, I also did some other stuff like I'll tell you about some of the features that is a cool feature
Okay.
with Blogi. You can not just write using the AI as a topic generator or the content generator. You can actually pick up other sites, like you could pick up TechCrunch or any other site that you want to follow, or maybe your favorite blogger, the industry leader, and you can set Blogi to follow that content website. And whenever a new article goes up on that site, Blogi is going to pick it, read it, and reinterpret it. Make sure you're not going to violate any of the copyright laws, and publish it to your website.
Oh,
So you can
wow.
follow like 3, 4 different websites,
So,
and you can have really trending latest content. Because here is the thing, AI can only give you the content that it knows about,
yeah.
and that's usually trained like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, or
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
at least a year ago. It cannot give you the latest content. So how do you make sure that your blog or whatever website
It's
you're
up to
making, let's say
date.
even if you're making a news website, it has to be relevant today.
Yeah.
And Blogi can do that because you can follow the latest news sources or whatever sources you want and
Wow.
get the latest content on your website and rank for the latest trending content. So that's one more thing I did different. So it's got like a lot of things like that.
Nice.
For example, it can also generate images. So you're making an article,
Okay.
your article's going to look quite boring if there is no illustration to go with it.
Yeah.
So Blogi will read your article, and based on that article it will generate an AI image and publish it alongside. So there are a lot of things, like it also does SEO optimization. Like, you got a blog article, but you also need the other stuff. You need the slugs, you need the meta description,
Yeah.
you need the keywords. You need to make sure that it actually is an article you want to publish on your blog, and you don't want to do the other work. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if a blog article generator just generates the articles for you, who's
Yeah.
going to do the SEO optimization? So it does that too. You
Wow.
get the everything. You get meta description, slug, you get the SEO keywords, you get the proper categories picked out for you. It's all taken care
So
of.
it's
I
it's
can go on.
it's
There is
it's
more.
basically
There is so
a
much more.
whole done for you system where everything is done for you. You're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
putting whatever you like.
Yeah, my mission was to actually create a tool that people can just tell what to do. Like, okay, this is the topic I want to write about, and this is the kind of content I want to generate, and just let it work. It's like kind of
Wow.
like having your own content writer. I wanted to, I'll tell you very clearly. Now, I've seen people use writers from Fiverr, freelancer, and these guys, some of them do a good job if you're
Mm-hmm.
lucky, but mostly you run into people who do really thin content. Either their language is wrong, it's not correct English, or maybe they're just copying stuff and you don't even know about it. You
Yeah.
have to create safeguards over safeguards to try and just run your blog, and typically they're costing like $3, $5, $10 an
Mm.
article. So you're paying, that's the cheapest. So it can even be more than that depending on the expertise. So all of that is expensive. That's why people don't
Yeah.
run blogs, because
Yeah.
it's just crazy expensive. Either you do it yourself, or if you hire people it just gets out of hand. And I
Mm.
wanted to do that with AI, so it can be just perfectly automated and you don't need to even look at it again. Like, I was talking to Ankur Shukla, he's a
Yeah.
old hand and a good
Mm-hmm.
friend of mine, and he set up a blog network of 180 blogs just about a couple of years ago, and he told me about how he was making money from it just on autopilot. And
Mm.
he's been using people from Fiverr to do this, and now he was happy to hear about Blogi, that he can,
Yeah.
he was excited because he could use something like Blogi to run those 180 blogs
Nice.
and have content on them coming on
And it
autopilot.
still will
He
rank,
wouldn't
right?
be
People,
paying anyone.
and it will still rank, right? Because some people say, yeah, AI
Absolutely.
content will not rank, but Google clearly state that it doesn't matter if it's written by AI as long as it's value. And am I correct?
Absolutely. Here is,
Yeah.
I before I even started working on this project, I did a very good study of Google's policies, and I still, remember the exact words. Their policy on AI is quite simple: rewarding good content, no matter how it's produced.
Yeah.
That's the words they use. So
Yeah.
it's not about AI; it's about spam. Now, if you were to make your personal effort and you write a good bad quality article, or you hire someone from Fiverr or freelancer and they write a bad quality article, it's
Mm.
still not going to
Will
rank.
never rank.
But if you used AI correctly, it's
Mm.
a tool. If you used AI correctly, you generated a good quality, relevant, and a topical article, it's going to rank pretty much the same
Mm.
as any other content.
Nice. Nice. Can we take a look into the software? What we're talking about right now?
Absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely. So let me know when you're ready and I can
Yes,
start talking
we
about
can
it.
see the screen. So it's a
Awesome.
SaaS software, right?
Yeah, it's a SaaS. Now it does connect to your WordPress blog, but it does it through APIs because there is a lot of backend processing going on. There are
Mm-hmm.
custom algorithms, and I couldn't build these in a WordPress plugin.
Mm-hmm.
So I built a SaaS of it.
And you
You
connect
don't need
it
to
to your
install anything
WordPress.
on your WordPress blog. Yeah, you connect it through the campaigns. I'll just briefly explain how
Yeah.
you do everything.
Cool.
So the soul of Blogi is campaigns. Basically what I want you to do is just create a campaign and everything else should be taken care of. That's
Mm.
our aim. So you start by giving your campaign a name like my plants or my gardening blog, whatever you want, whatever
Mm-hmm.
topic you want, absolutely no limit. Then you need to pick out a topic for it, like gardening, whatever you want. And then you need to connect your blog. I've got very easy to follow training over here. What you basically need to do is open your WordPress blog. Let me see
Mm-hmm.
if I'm logged into my WordPress blog, because that will make showing that very easy. All right, yeah, I think I'm logged in. So you need to open your WordPress blog, go into users, and just hold on. Yeah, sorry. Okay, just go into your user, and
Hmm.
there is something called an application password. So you
Okay.
just need to put the application password over here. I
Mm.
actually need to create it
Yeah.
now, because if I want to create a campaign, so I'm gonna do it. It's easy. It's just a couple of clicks.
Hmm.
So this is what we need. And your login would be like, for example, mine is Cyril Gupta. So log URL. Hold on, I'll just put the login first
Yeah.
and the password
Mm.
first because I copied it. And then you just grab your URL, put it
So
in here,
it's that
and
easy to connect your WordPress website.
that easy. Yeah,
Yeah.
takes less than a minute. 30 seconds is what I took. Yeah. And then you can decide actually whether you want your posts to
Okay.
go live in publish mode or draft mode. So if you want to actually check things before they publish, it's up to you. Otherwise, you can
Hmm.
just keep them readily published. And then you can select the keywords that you want to target. So for example, gardening content, click on plus. Gardening. I mean, I'm not very imaginative with gardening right now. Can't think of
Hmm.
many keywords. So I'm just going to
Yeah.
use basic keywords. Yeah, I haven't done any keyword research for this. So whatever keywords you want to target,
Yeah.
you can target. I,
Hmm.
I would recommend about 15, 20 keywords.
Okay.
It's fine. Then let's go ahead. And you can, like I told you, you can follow a website.
Oh
So
yeah.
if there is any specific gardening website that you
Hmm.
know of that publishes all sorts of recent content, you can just follow it, and
Wow.
it will pull out the latest articles from that blog or website as they go live and rewrite them and publish to your website. I'm not gonna
That's
set up that
amazing.
right now because it'll take, yeah, too much time. Then I want to really show this off. Blogi gives you absolute control over your schedule. So
Wow.
it will write as many articles as you want to your schedule. Let's say you want an article every day or every nth day, or you want an article on every Sunday and or Wednesday, or you want to have an article go live on the first or the and the 26th. It can do everything. It lets you go as granular as hours and even minutes. So if you want
Wow.
to have an article live at 11:15 every Tuesday, you could set it up to do that. Now typically I would imagine people would like to publish like 2 or 3 articles a week. So
Yeah.
maybe every Sunday, Wednesday and
Yeah.
Friday.
That's
So whenever Blogi hits the articles around that time, it will publish it. So I just selected that, for example. Then, like I told you, it's got 17
ooh.
AIs. So we've got absolutely the most popular ones: GPT 3.5, GPT 4. We've got Claude, Cloud Instant, Mosaic,
Gemini.
Llama, Palm Bison. And we also have Cloud 3, by the way. Now, people who might see this video now, Cloud 3 is actually an AI which is better than GPT 4. It's been rated higher than GPT 4. So we've
Okay.
got that too. We got Gemini, we got Mixtral, like a bunch of different
Yeah.
models. And I want to tell you this, Tim, this list is going to keep growing because, as you know, one of my passions is I'm a coder, I'm a tech guy. I like to improve my software
Yeah.
as time goes by, keep them updated. So, as new good AIs hit the market,
Hmm.
I'm going to put them in.
Nice. Nice. Hey, one
So,
quick question
let
in between. Um, do we need to have our own API to all those platforms?
no, 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 you
So
don't need to. We have
you
a
provide
credit.
access?
Yes, yes. We have a
Wow.
credit system. When you purchase, you get very generous credits,
Okay.
pretty much the same cost as you would spend getting those AIs from the providers. But
Okay.
I wanted to cut down on
Yeah.
all that work because
Yeah.
why would people need, like, imagine having to create 17 different accounts?
Yeah.
It's too much work, right?
Oh wow,
I
nice.
just
So
wanted people
they
to
can
be,
simply purchase credits if they're, you
yes,
know. Wow, that's a
yes,
good
it's
thing.
cheap. The credits, I can tell you, AI is super cheap. You spend just
Yeah.
a couple of dollars and you can run your website for the entire month.
Yeah.
When you need to recharge credits, I think the credits that I'm giving right now are actually good for hundreds of articles. It could be enough to run your blog for the entire year.
Yeah.
And you
Wow.
can also select the language. So
Very
for
cool.
example, Cloud supports English, Spanish and French, and if you wanted to use GPT-4, you could go for a lot more. So depending on the AI, you automatically get the languages it supports, so
Mm.
you can run your blog in English or any other language too. I could here is another use case. Let's say you are uh, following TechCrunch,
Yeah.
and you are getting the latest article from TechCrunch which is in English. You could create a website in Spanish or French, and it
Wow.
would automatically pull those articles, translate them, reinterpret them in French, and publish to your website in French. It's the easiest way to create a quality
Oh,
blog.
that's cool.
Can beat that.
That's very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So you could create an article in Hindi, for example, and I could have a TechCrunch version in Hindi, and it would rank all day because they are not even targeting that market.
Yeah.
So this is another cool use. The way another cool way you could use it if
Mm.
you want to target local markets. Then you can put in the exact style that you want. the blogging to be. It can be, for example, funny and casual, or if you want to be more academic,
Hmm.
mention it. You can absolutely describe the way you want to. It
Yeah.
can be one word or one paragraph, doesn't matter. Also, you can put in a style
Okay.
sample. So let's say you're following a particular style,
Mm.
you have some articles written, and you want Blogi to write in that style. Just give it a nice generous chunk, like 4 or 5 paragraphs. It will study that style, and whenever new articles are going live, it will try to match that style. And you could also give it a personality, like, I'm a, a 43-year-old
Mm.
geek. Like, if I want to
Yeah,
describe myself,
you can basically
describe
give
yourself.
instructions how to write your articles so that it's also in a
Yes,
unique
because,
way.
yeah, because that's how you will get, with Google, that's how you
Mm.
will be able to rank higher, when you
Yeah.
have a particular voice.
Mm.
You don't want to
Mm.
make your articles all the same thing. So
Mm.
if you tell it exactly who you are, it's going to put, glimpses of that personality in the content that it generates, or the
Mm.
articles that it writes, and that will make it better, more unique.
Nice.
Like I told you, it can do images too. So based, if you switch create images on, it's going to read that article, generate an images. And then there are some other power options, like rewrite para by para. So when you choose rewrite paragraph by paragraph, what it does is it takes the original article, rewrites each paragraph separately, so you get longer content, you get content which does not miss any of the points. Now,
Mm.
if an AI does a single pass, what it's going to do is it will take the entire article, read it, and then present it. But that might not always make the same length of article, or it might, the AI might remove some points. What it, it's a
Hmm.
brain, it just does the job that
Mm.
it can. So this will make it more accurate to the content that's been read. Also, you can decide how long articles you want to create. So if you want
Okay,
to
cool.
create smaller ones, go for 500, or you could even select 1500 words, and you would get that output. And
So
this, I think, is very important, because
what's your suggestion? How many
I
words?
have the default set to 1200. That's the
Mm.
default, and I think that's the recommended word count.
Yeah.
You can go for 1200. You can, what you want to do more, you can, but I think 1200 are quite standard length. They're
Mm.
readable. It's not just too long, so
Yeah.
hard to digest that people won't read it, and it's not so small that search engines will think it's thin content. So
Mm.
that's a very good number.
Yeah.
Then it's got something called the smart mode. So if you are writing an article and you're not following any website, if you want, you can switch on the smart mode. So what that does is it uses multipass. So let me just try to explain what multipass is. You could tell the AI, for example, hey, write an article on this topic, and it will write that article. Or you could go through multiple operations to make that article more unique, more descriptive. And I have a custom algorithm that I designed to do that. It uses more credits, but then your articles will be even more unique, even more special, and better
Okay.
in general. So I have this option, and I want to put more power in the hands of our users, so they can switch it on or off as they
Mm.
want. Next, they can also, there is no point in writing content if you don't get anything out of it. So we have promotion inbuilt. You can put in a footer that you want to promote in all your articles. It could be a
Okay.
call to action. Maybe you want them to subscribe to your list, whatever you want. You can put in a link to, and the
Okay.
AI can rewrite it each time. So it will
Okay.
just, take your footer and just blindly put it.
So
Every footer can be uniquely rewritten.
can you also put HTML in that footer part?
No, this is for text, so you
Okay.
cannot put HTML. You have to put text over here, but it can have links, and the links will be preserved.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want to put an HTML footer, you can make it a part of your theme. It can
Hmm.
be an ad or a
Yeah.
call to action, like a
You can
section.
add it to
It
your own
works with your
WordPress.
WordPress blog. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. By the way, it can also automatically promote your links inside the article. So you
Oh,
could,
cool.
for example, if
Hmm.
you're making a gardening blog, you could pitch, okay, hey, download my gardening ebook, and you can put in a link, and as much as possible, it will try to put that link in the article.
Yeah.
If you're following somebody else's content, you can choose to remove their links. So
Mm.
let's say you are following another blogger and you don't want to send traffic their
Yeah.
way. Fantastic. Just remove their links, and it will take the content but will not take the links.
Yep.
So it will write content that you can pretty much, benefit from without having to send traffic anyone else to anyone else. Or if you want to keep them, give some kind of, I don't know, it's up to you. I don't see many people doing that, but you
Hmm.
can actually keep the links too. Next, you can decide how many articles you want to have in the queue. So if you're following a blog, for example, which gets updated twice a week, you can be okay with the queue size being 2. But if you're following a blog that is updated maybe just twice a month, it's okay to have more articles in the queue, or
Mm.
more or less, depending on the frequency of content that you are generating. Maybe you're posting every day, then you can have more articles in the
Yeah.
queue. But it doesn't really matter much. I mean, I have this option, but whatever number you choose is still gonna make sure your blog is updated on time.
Mm.
And then you can choose to receive email notifications. For example, when an article is
Okay.
written, you can just click a link and come and check it out. Or when an article is published to your blog, it will tell you, hey, this article is gone live, here is the link, you can go and check that article out. So that's it. That's how much time it takes to set up the campaign, and your blog is article is going to be written, it's going to be published, and whatever schedule you've selected, it'll work. So that's as
Wow.
easy as that's the entire thing you need to do, set up an auto blog. But I have some more stuff. Like, you can see the articles that it published in the past, you
Okay.
can click on them and view them. Then you can also rewrite your content. For example, you don't always want to auto blog. Let's say you
Mm.
want to publish a particular article that you spotted somewhere, copy it over, select which campaign you want to
Okay.
publish to, select the model that you want to work with. You can select whether you want to rewrite it para by para, paste the article, and it will just rewrite the article
Oh, cool.
instantly, publish it to your blog in the next step if you want to. And it's called a manual rewriter too. So this is for assisted writing. Let's say you want to work with Blogi, but you don't want to you want to be able to modify the article.
Hmm.
Again, the same features. You can select the AI. You can for example, let's go for cloud 2 for this one. You can select the language. You can select like whatever you want.
Hmm.
You can put in style. If you want to promote any keywords, you can, or if not, whatever, up to you. Click on next. It's gonna take like a couple of minutes, maybe a minute, maybe 30 seconds,
Mm.
depending on the AI how speedy
Yeah.
it is. And you will have an article that you can work on. You can modify specific sections. So if you want, we can wait for it. It will generate the article and show you.
Hmm.
So it takes minutes depending on the content.
So you have to stay. You have to stick on this screen in order to see the article finished.
Yeah, because you are gonna modify the article yourself, so
Hmm.
you will have to wait to see
Yeah.
to see the article in this
Okay.
mode. So this
We,
article, for example, is written,
oh yeah,
and
there it
here
is.
is the article. Yeah, yeah, and if you want, then you can modify the article. You can of course type and modify it
Hmm.
if you want, or you can use AI. For example, click on, select some text, then you got these modes like rewrite this text, click this button, it will be rewritten automatically. If you want to
Wow.
expand it, make it longer, click this button, it will be expanded. If you want to create an image based on this text, for example, click
Hmm.
this button and image generation will happen. Again, image generation takes another
Yeah.
30 seconds or so, so
Hmm.
that will
Hmm.
happen. You can generate headlines, you can generate subheadlines, you can generate paragraphs, and all of that is super easy to do manually. So you can use AI as an assistant too, not just an blogger. So
Nice.
all of that is possible. So for example, this
Oh, there
image
you go.
was generated on the basis of this particular text. So this makes article writing easy too.
Ah.
You can then publish it to your blog, or you can add it to the queue, so it will happen when the previous articles are published, after that will be published. You can download it in HTML format. So all
Mm.
of that is easy to do. Then it's got credits. You can see exactly where your credits are being spent and how many credits you've
Okay.
got left. So it's all very transparent. You can buy more credits if you want to. Then if you buy the reseller version, you can actually give access to other people. So overall, it's a very easy to
Wow.
use
Wow.
product. My campaign is live. It's going to show you how many articles were published, give you the list of earlier articles. Very, very easy to use software.
Super, super cool, man. I mean, if I see this, I can see that there's a smart brain behind who built this all.
Thank you.
I mean, this
I
is
had
mind
fun. I had
blowing.
fun making it. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, immediately it pops up dozens of ideas into your head how you can use this software to create multiple blogs and multiple articles. I mean, you could start an affiliate blog on specific topics and build authority with it. Yeah, you could do so many things.
Absolutely. You could start an affiliate blog, then follow some of the popular affiliate blogs, get the latest content, the reviews, or whatever you
Mhm.
want to write on autopilot. You don't have to even to rewrite them.
Crazy. That's crazy, man. Yeah, and I love the credit system that you've built that into the system and that you're almost charging the same as when you go to the OpenAI or to Cloud or Gemini when you have to purchase that manually. So you really made it easy for the end user to use this software. So
Yeah.
from what I understand, coming Sunday you have a pre-launch webinar, right? And then Monday there is a follow-up pre-launch webinar. Uh, we can invite them, right, to join there. What are you going to tell at the
Absolutely.
webinar? What's
So, I gave you what I call the bird's eye view right now. It's not all that you can do, but I'm sure the people who see this, they're already excited and they can join the pre-launch webinar, which is going to go into more details. I'm going to reveal more systems, more ways to use Blogi to create content. Like you had a great idea right now to make affiliate blogs
mm,
using it. And there's so many ways you can use this product to just monetize anything, any niche.
yeah.
So I'm going to talk about that. And Todd Gross is going to be there. He's going to share his tips too. So
Hmm.
definitely a webinar that nobody should miss. And by the way, I just want to reveal this. During that webinar, people will have the option to get the best deal on it.
Yeah. So the best prize will be available during the webinar, right? Early people are getting rewards.
Yeah, that's the system. The early birds always
Yes.
get the bumps, the best deals.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Cyril?
No, I think we did a very good coverage of the program, and
Absolutely.
the offer is out there. And I would just invite your audience, whoever sees this, to come to the pre-launch webinar and sit down with us, take a look at Blogi again, and
Mm.
see all that it can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, links in the description. I did the wrong over. There it is. Link in the description if you're interested. Make sure to sign up for that pre-launch webinar. Even if you see this video after the webinar, if you see it next week, then there will be a link to the sales page or wherever you can get access to the software. But this is definitely something that you want to get your hands on. I'm super blown away by what you've shown here. I think you're smart dude, but you know that. And
Thank you so much, Tim.
you've built something amazing. And yeah, guys, make sure to sign up. Looking forward to see you on that webinar. And if you have any questions, again, make sure to put them in the comments below. Also, hit that like and subscribe button if you like to see more of this information. I do a lot of interviews with people like Cyril and other product creators as well. Do a lot of product reviews myself. So make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. And for now, thank you so much for watching. Cyril, all the best with the launch.
Thank you so much, Tim. And
And
I follow your videos too a lot. I watch every one of them.
awesome. Well, thank you so much, man. Everyone, talk to
Thank
you
you.
soon. Cheers.